Today I'm testing out slime kits from Amazon and seeing if they're really worth it. Hit subscribe and let's get started. Okay, so on this channel we test a lot of slime, but we don't test kits ever, so I thought why not order a few and see if they're really worth the money or if they're any good at all. I was a little skeptical with this one because the packaging didn't look super professional. It almost looked a little handmade, but I don't mind that. It came with 5 different tubes of glue, all of the kind of add-ins that you'd want to mix, some food dye, and then all the instructions along with some containers and baking soda. I decided to open up the glue firstly to see what it was like and see what type of slime it would make, and then just poured it into my bowl. This one had actually leaked a little bit. It wasn't sticky, but the container had dried up glue on it, which was a little concerning. My first impressions were actually pretty great. The glue didn't smell bad, it was actually relatively clear, but I just wanted to make more slime, so I ended up going in with 4 tubes of it. I guess the one thing I'd have to say is that the glue tubes are actually kind of small, and if you want to have a substantial amount of slime, you'd need to use more than just one. I poured them all into the bowl along with some water that the recipe originally called for. I just multiplied this by 4 and then just mixed it together with the little spoon that was provided. I love when a kit has a little spoon to mix something with, and even when they come with containers, I think it's really handy. I guess mixing it with the water actually changed the color a little bit and it became a little bit foggy, but I decided to use one of the provided neon dyes so that this wouldn't be an issue. This green was so brat and so bright. I know sometimes some of you get a little annoyed at me in the comments for using too much dye, which is understandable, but I wanted to use the neon colors that were actually provided in this kit instead of turning a normal slime neon, because no matter how much dye I was going to add, this slime was going to be bright. I mixed this together and honestly the color was so beautiful. It was almost glowing, and that's in daylight, but I wanted it to also glow in nighttime, so I used some of the glow powder that was actually included in the kit. I love when a kit has a load of different add-ins so you can make a choice of what you make, and I wanted to make glowing neon slime. I mixed this all up till it fully dissolved and then decided it was time to activate it. Now this doesn't come with a standard activator and comes with baking soda, and the instructions just say to add it in directly, which I thought was a little strange, and to be honest my concerns were right, because when I put in the baking soda it just clumped to the baking soda instead of evenly distributing into the slime. I decided the best way I could do this was actually just mix the baking soda into some water and kind of make more of a traditional activator with it. I mean, I guess it's not following the instructions, but I knew it would work, so I just gradually added it into the slime. At first I honestly thought it wasn't working because it was just sticking to the clump bit of baking soda before, but gradually it became quite thick and activated very slowly. It was weird, it would almost get quite thick and then I'd play with it in my hands and then it would completely melt down again. So I then decided to stop adding the liquid activator and then just go in with the powder. Now I was a little bit concerned that this would clump up and make certain bits of it hard, but it honestly didn't and mixed in fine. So I guess this does work, but at first I would recommend going in with a bit of water and baking soda instead of directly to stop it clumping to start with. I ended up actually having to add the entire tub of it for it to become a good texture, because it literally was just remelting down every time I'd play with it for longer than 2 minutes. Eventually I did get a consistency which I was somewhat happy with. I mean, this texture isn't perfect. By all means it's not amazing, but it did make slime as advertised and it did come together, so I can't really complain too much. Plus I think the dye is cool and I'm excited to see what this looks like in the dark. So I ended up just closing it up into a separate container and then checking on it a day later. A day later had passed and the slime looked okay. Sometimes with baking soda slimes, they can form a hard crust on top. I'm not sure why that is, I just know that it happens. But this didn't happen here and the slime actually felt really nice. It was a little bit jiggly, but it was still thick enough to play with, and I honestly can't complain. It made a slime, and I guess that's what it advertised. It's not the best slime in the world, but it's still slime. Although I probably won't get this again. Okay, so this next one is a little more professional, it's a little more branded, and it's from the brand Elmer's. It came with 2 bottles of their magical slime activator, and then 2 bottles of this gorgeous metallic glue. Now, I'll be honest, I've heard mixed things about the magic liquid. Mixed things, some people say it's good, and some people don't think it's great at all, so I was excited to try it out. I decided I wanted to go with the metallic blue one to make this slime, and I was just shocked at how beautiful this color was, but also how thick the glue was. It was almost like squeezing out really thick honey out of the container instead of glue, and truth be told I found it quite difficult to get all of it out. I ended up going in with a little bit of water in the container, shaking it to try and get as much glue out as I could, and then just mixing that back in. I wasn't too worried that I'd put air bubbles in it already because I was going to let this sit anyway, but surprisingly the air bubbles and the metallic slime kind of mixed together and really wasn't that noticeable. Once that was mixed in, I went straight in with the magical liquid, and to be honest I was so shocked at how thick this was. It almost had the consistency of hand soap, or if you're familiar with it, glycerin. I mixed this in and I could see immediately it started working and thickening the slime up. But then again, similar to the previous slime, it seemed like it was working and then remelted down. I went in with a little bit more, and this seemed to kind of tie it together and make it a little bit stringy. I was almost worried that I'd overactivated it here, but again, the same thing happened where I was mixing it, thought it was coming together, and then it got sticky again and kind of melted down. So I added even more activator. And this was then kind of the turning point. The slime came together and was no longer sticky, but it was just kind of rubbery and kind of had a tacky texture. Kind of like you would pull it and it would spring back on itself. I ended up doing that trend with a potato masher where you press it into the clear slime, pull it up, and then you're left with a ton of air bubbles to pop. And it was kind of the perfect consistency for that, but I have to say in general, I wasn't that impressed with the texture of this, especially because it comes from a leading brand. I ended up letting this one sit overnight to see if the texture would change, but to be honest, I feel like it just got worse. It was very strange. You would kind of play with it and then it would shrink back to its original form and was just very tacky and almost felt a little bit like blue tack. Looking at the positives though, I do really love the color of it. The metallic blue is just gorgeous, along with the pink, and I guess it's pretty convenient that the activator is already made into a liquid for you. Although it didn't make the perfect slime, I still really like the color of it, so I didn't mind this one. Okay, next up we have the biggest kit of them all. This is supposedly meant to have everything to make loads of different types of slime, and to be honest, it was looking pretty promising. It came with an instruction booklet, a bag with loads of dyes, some beads, some clay, even some instant snow, and these cool fruit containers, and more glow powder, along with these containers, these mixing vials, lots of glitter, these little mixing tools, little spoons, the slime activator, which was a liquid, and then 2 types of glue, white glue and clear glue. This kit had a lot, and I was really excited to try it. The first slime that I wanted to make was with the white glue, so I decided to pour that into a container, and I noticed that this had a slightly stronger smell to it, but luckily this kit did come with dye and fragrance oil, so I'd be able to change the color up and mask the scent of the glue. I ended up using a little bit of the red paint that was included to dye it pink, and then go in with some strawberry fragrance, which actually smelled really good, by the way. Now, this is when things took a little turn. I decided to mix in a little bit of the activator to start with, and it slowly gradually went in and seemed to be coming together until it wasn't and just became this kind of clump. Now, this could be me overactivating it, but I only did add a little bit of activator. Luckily, I had some glycerin on hand, so I just mixed it in to soften the slime, but I wanted to change it up a little bit, so I added the packs of clay that were included in the kit, in hopes that it would almost fix the rubberiness of this texture that it still had. Again, this did come at a bit of a shock to me, because once I'd mixed this in, the slime melted down again completely, so I had to add some more activator to it, hoping that it wouldn't go rubbery again. Luckily, it didn't, and then I ended up adding more clay just to kind of make the texture a little thicker. Luckily, after the second round of clay, the texture was actually really nice, and it was like a thick clay butter slime, and it also smelled really nice too, which was a bonus. To be honest, I kind of wanted to leave it like this, but this kit still had so many things that I hadn't used, so I ended up just going in with some red glitter to give it kind of these strawberry flecks. This did take a little turn, but it did still come together, so I'm happy with this one. Now, I wanted to try out the clear glue in this kit too, which actually had a really weird texture. You can see that it was very unusually thick and clumped together, so I was concerned to see how this would react when I added activator to it. To be honest, my concern was pretty valid because it just went hard immediately, which was kind of annoying. I ended up just mixing it, and the same thing happened, it just melted down again. I'm wondering if it's the glue or the activator, but I guess the slime does come together. It's just kind of a weird process. The texture of this still wasn't great. It was very rubbery but also sticky at the same time. I decided to add some of the fishbowl beads that were included, and I didn't want to add paint to the clear glue, so I just added this blue glitter to give it some color. I mixed this up with my hands, and as you can see, it was really sticky and the beads were kind of falling out, but I guess it did still kind of work. This slime though really didn't feel very nice. It was jiggly, but also kind of sticky, but also overactivated. It was very strange. I mean, I guess I like the white glue slime I made in this kit, but this one just wasn't it. Well, I had so much fun testing these slime kits. I'm definitely not converted to slime kits, and I have to say the slimes I made in this video weren't my favorite, but either way, it was interesting to see what they were like. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos like this in the future, make sure to hit subscribe. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next one.